Hello, friends. Welcome to Stan's Collector's Universe. And I'm Stan, your host. And I thought today I'd work on bringing back one of those, Buck 110s that I showed I won yesterday. And I thought I'd just start by cleaning this up. What I've already done is I have already lubed it, soaked it in a Belostol. I'll throw some pictures up in here at it somewhere in the corners or something. And I've also ran it through my washer, which did clean up a little bit, but it's still very rough, as you can tell. So I think where I'll start first is I will see if I can bring. Let's see. First off, I think what I'll do is I'll tape the blade off because I really don't feel like cutting myself. So less chance of cutting yourself if you got the blade taped off. I mean, this is something that even the professionals do. And I'm not even close to professional. I'm at best a very poor amateur. But, you know, we all start somewhere and we all learn along the way. There you go. I just taped it off like that. And I think I'm going to work on trying to bring the wood back. So I don't want the wood going onto the bolsters, and I don't want the bolsters going onto the wood. So I'm going to try my best to get a good tape line, because that way I don't have to be, I mean, you still got to be careful, but not as careful, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You got to be careful because you don't want to just go in crazy, you know, even though that is fun sometimes. It takes a little bit of time to tape everything off right. You know, it's like painting a car. It actually takes the longest to get it ready for paint. Painting, the paint part itself is actually one of the, believe it or not, one of the easier parts of the job when you're painting a car. The hard work is prep. And believe me, I worked with a lot of body guys over the years. And, you know, you'd hear people complaining, well, paint ain't that expensive. Well, you're right. The paint ain't, well, some paints are. Don't get me wrong. Some paints are nuts. But it's the experience and the prep that takes all the time, you know. But if you want something to come out nice, you take the time and energy to prep it nice. A little bit extra on the blade, too, to protect my most precious fingies. Just joking. Now, hopefully this finds everybody doing okay today. I got really geeked when I got this yesterday, and I just wanted to see what I could do. But then I was just reading, you know, the Buck website. For $6.95, they'll do this for me. I'm like, man, am I being a dummy? First off, I'm going to just start with some simple steel wool. This is, I believe, a number one. Yeah, this is a number one. Number one. Let's see what we can get. What I'm shooting for is, I don't know if you can see it, but right there is definitely some nastiness. I was kind of hoping that the soaking might take care of it, but I didn't get lucky enough. Now, I don't know how many people here have ever done any carpentry, but you should usually try to go with the grain of the wood if you want it to stay looking good, if that makes sense. And if the steel wool's not enough, I'm going to have to go into something a little heavier. Ooh, look at all that steel wool left there, though. Ugh, that's the only thing I hate about steel wool. You get the phrase. Okay, that did okay. Just going to hit the back here a little bit. Get off any extra gunk of funky, if it has any. Get this side. And the reason I'm not really too worried about the channel is I've already cleaned that very well. It cleaned up very nicely with just the, what am I trying to say? With just the, soaking and everything. So, okay, I think I'm down now where I can change out my buffer wheel on my Dremel. And I should be able to get a different little buffer wheel on here and put just a little bit of a, I don't know if I want to use Flitz compound. Let's see what it says. It says metal, plastic, fiberglass. You know what? I think I'm going to use this. This is some beeswax. This wood's looking pretty good. It cleaned up pretty good. I just got this in. It's actually for furniture. So, I think it should do a good job on on wood, since furniture is wood, or at least most of it is. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I got a little bit already still right on here. That might be a wee bit more than I need. I have a feeling I'm wearing some of this. Oh, yeah. Me and the pewter are wearing some of this, I have a feeling. Trying to get it to where it's not going to like this. Oh, boy, this is going to be a mess. Oh, yeah, me and the pewter wore some. My wife's not going to be happy that I just made the pewter. The computer looks like somebody blew their nose on it. It's actually quite disgusting. Oh, Lord. Hey, look at that. It's cleaning up the back spring, too, decently. Nice. And this is supposed to be really good for the wood. It's supposed to enrichen it. It's a beeswax combination with some other stuff. But it's supposed to put like this good nourishment, to keep stuff looking good. Wow, I'm actually pretty impressed with this so far. First time I ever used it on a knife. Wow, that sucked. My little collar here came off. That that wasn't cool. That scared the snooters out of me. More buffing, a little more boofing. I really want to make this wood look wonderful. I might have to put a little flitz on the back spring there, but that's okay. I don't think it'll really hurt what I've used it on wood before. Okay. Why? I got that stuff all over me. Glad I'm wearing an older shirt. I gotta wipe my computer down. Sorry. I got it everywhere. Doing that for the computer to try and save my computer. So, wow. What do you all think? Check that out. I think that came out pretty doggone good. Wow. Feels good. Looks good. Back strap's the only thing I'm thinking I might need to get a little piece of sandpaper and just do. Oh, I already got a piece out here somewhere. Yeah, right here. What I just want to do is there's just a little bit of unevenness still before I change out. Kind of just do the whole back spring in the wood area. Because if I can get away without having to flitz this whole area, I would be happy. But I think now that's what I'm going to have to do. But still, you try your best to make it look good with what you have. Yeah, I think it's going to get flitzed. Just touch a little bit more. I need to get a variable speed one of these. Actually, I do. Oh, this is low on this one. I forgot. I need to get one that has a lower low. Whoa! Holy shit! Excuse my language. That was a flunginator. Shot it across the room. Glad I'm done with that one. Yeah. I think that's looking pretty good. We'll probably hit that with a little bit of flitz when I do the bolts. Well, I better do it now if I'm going to. So I'll get my flitz one. This is my flitz one. I've already used it. Put it in the chalk. My problem I had there is nothing wrong with what I was using. It's called operator error. I had the bit out too far. Reason why I got to do this right now is because once I tape off the wood, I won't be able to get to this. So I really want to try and bring that brass liner, really get that shiny as can be, and get that back spring shiny as can be. If I go a little bit over the tape lines right now, it doesn't hurt my feelings because that whole area is going to get blitzed. Okay, let's see what I got here. Okay, beautiful. Wow. Maybe I will use that flitz on the wood. And that made that wood right there just look phenomenal. I think I'm going to try it. I still don't want to get the combination of the two together because that, well, you don't want the gunk off the brass and the gunk off the wood to mix too much because then it doesn't come out looking real good. What I have found. And you try not to hit the knife with the part of the power tool that's rotating because, you know, it could damage it. So far, I've been pretty lucky. I haven't caused any, you know. I mean, the Buck 110 is pretty durable, and it's not like I'm letting it just sit there and just grind on it either. So I think I need just a little bit more flits on this side. There we go. And the splits goes a long ways, guys. You know, you don't have to put a ton on. I used to be very guilty of putting too much on and then just wasting it, you know. And, you know, it's a great product, but it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying, guys and gals? So just one last booth of everything, and then we'll see how the wood looks and the rivets and the back springs. Okay, let's check this out. Got to get all the dirty from, you know, the grinding of stuff off from there with the flits. Wow. Guys, that is phenomenal. Okay, time to untape this and move to the bolsters. Hopefully you guys find this somewhat entertaining. I know I'm not the greatest at it, but, you know, I try hard to make you guys some decent entertainment. And like I said, I know I'm definitely not the greatest at it. But I hope I should move that ugly ass towel out of there. But I hope that, you know, you guys appreciate what I'm trying to do. You know, I know I'm not perfect by a long shot. Hang on, I want to save my wax here. Because the stuff wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap either. You know, you don't want to waste the products that you use, I guess is what I'm saying, you know, because the more you have to spend on products and stuff is the less you have to spend on your knives. And maybe I'm just a doopy for saying that, but that is God's honest how I feel, you know. I'm really having a lot of fun with this, you know, getting this knife cleaned up. Look at these bolsters now. I want to show you this. I'm not sure. I might have to do some sanding on them because I'm not sure if that's ground into it because you can kind of see. Oh, there we go. Where it's like, but we'll see. So I'm going to get the wood taped off now. And then we will go to doing up some bolster. Oh, wait, you know what? I better wipe it down because if there's anything that came off the tape, it'll make this not stick. So, yeah, there we go. This is a quick wipe down. Almost an oversight there. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just really, really, really good, you know? Really, really, really close. Okay. There we go. No. Got on a bolster. Or no, I didn't. Okay, I did okay on that. I thought I'd gotten it on the bolster, but I didn't. Okay, let's start this one here. And, you know, it's just keeping a good eye, trying to, like I said, just do your best. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. And maybe I'm being over careful. Maybe I don't even need to do this on the bolsters and stuff. But, you know, it's just my thing. I just know that like the flits and stuff could get really gross on there because I've seen it happen on other things. And in my mind, the better you protect it, the better chance you have at your knife coming out really nice versus sort of nice. You know, and it looks like I already got the wood coming in really nice. So it's like, I'm kind of excited. You know, I want to see what this bad boy looks like in, you know, in its former glory. I'm going to tape off all of this. Okay. I think she's ready. I'm going to start off with a bolster up here first, just to see if it'll polish out. If it will not, then I have to go to sandpaper. Yep, I think I'm going to have to go to sandpaper because what I'm noticing is I think somebody tried to take out somebody's initials. So what I like to do so it maintains relative flatness, so I like to get a piece of sandpaper and put it on a board. Normally I would have this like a bigger piece of sandpaper, but since it's such a small area, I just want to, and this is just 500 grit. I might even have to go heavier. So let's see, actually, let's change it like this. Oh yeah, we're getting there. You can see where it's starting to kind of irritates me that people do that to the, you know, probably some kids didn't know any better, you know. Heck, there's a lot of adults that don't know any better. Oh, she's cleaning up nicely, actually. See right there, I just saved myself from knifing myself. I would have just poked my hand, but that tape saved me. Yeah, she's cleaning up right nicely. I got a little bit more I got to do. Got to get in there. Okay. I'm trying to keep the angle even with the bolster. Or not the bolster, with the tape there, you know, going to the wood. And I shouldn't be taking down enough to where it's going to make a difference on height or anything. So, you know, this probably won't be, it's not going to be, you know, anything like that. Now I kind of want to start doing this, trying to get around the edges that I'm having problems on there. Keep on it going. You know, till you get her. But this wood keeps you honest. If you don't use a piece of something that's flat, you can end up, you know, this is small, so you'd probably never notice it, but you can end up with like little dips in it. And the little dips are caused from your fingers. Whoa, sorry, world. I am so sorry, people. Wow. Wow. That was almost a catastrophe. I kicked the dang tripod. Yeah, we're getting there. It's taking a little bit more. Ooh, I got into the wood. Dang it. That's what I didn't really want to do. I'm going to see what I can do there with this now. See if that's deep enough with this some flits now. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Let's see what we got. I don't know, it's starting to clean up. There's a few spots in there. I just don't know how far I want to go. Then I'm probably going to have to go a smoother sandpaper too. think I'll go a little bit further on this bolster. Get that front point better. Oh, I should probably wipe that down. Man, whoever did it put a mess on the frickin' front of the too, so I'm gonna have to sandpaper everything. This is probably one that's actually be better done with a buffing wheel, but I want to show you guys how to do it all by hand. Or a belt sander might work really good too, you know, without not a very aggressive belt, because you don't want to eat into it. Other than a little bit, you know, to clean up the getting there. It's definitely taking its time though. I don't think I want to go any heavier because it might go too fast. Or any more aggressive grit. Let's see. Do just a little selective when I can see it. I mean, I can always level it back out. Yeah, I wonder who thought it was a good idea to booger this beautiful knife up like that. Like I said, probably some kids. They didn't know any better. Yeah. Man, this is where right here you can't really use the board because it's rounded. It's getting there. I'm really determining if I want to try one of these dualies. They're buffing wheels for I mean, I guess the worst thing is I'd really mess it up. Or, ooh, maybe I'll use a wire brush. Wire brush might do a good job. Yeah, let's see what a wire brush does. Sorry, I just stuck one of the brushes into my finger. And it hooded. It made me cry. Made me cry. Don't like wire brushes. Okay, I might have found what to use. did a little bit. Did really good there where I had already gotten a good amount down. Wonder if that's what I got to do. Maybe I just got to break it up good with the sandpaper, and then I can get in with that with the wire brush, and because that would be cool. Can't really use the board here either because this is the angled pieces. This is already a 25-minute video. 10 to 1, once I get one bolster done up, I'll just stop the video, finish up the knife, show you where we went before I when I go to the sharpening video. Because I'm going to use my sharpening system. I didn't realize how long this is going to take. I didn't realize how bad these bolsters were. Almost makes it seem like, hey, maybe I should have paid Buck to do it. But you know what, though? I would have lost the fun of doing this. You know, there's just something about, and some people be like, yeah, but for $6.95, you know, and even shipping, say it cost me $20 round trip. You know, this is taking me way longer than that. What's my time worth? Well, I'm killing two birds with one stone. Not only am I fixing my knife, but I'm also making a video for YouTube. So, you know, I'm killing two birds with one stone. So for me, it's well worth it. Is it well worth it for everybody? Probably not. You know. But, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, let's see if I got enough off from this. Yeah. See what happens when you hit the wood? I don't want to do that because I don't want to damage that wood. Can still feel it. So yeah, I think the best way I was doing that was what I was doing before, where I was sanding it like this. That seemed to work out halfway decently. Yeah, it's already cleaning up. Yeah, you can see. Like I said, I think after I get one bolster done, I'm going to shut the camera off, upload the video, then do a part 2 when it's totally done, when I'm sharpening, and I can show you guys, you know, everything up to the sharpening. Let's see if I got enough. Well, I know I don't have enough back here yet, so. I don't want to use a drum sander. I just gave it a thought about it. I think on brass and with a power tool, I would eat in way too fast. So it's probably not a good option for this part of the knife, what I'm doing. Let's see how we do here. Okay, I'm going to attempt to polish it. I don't think it's really where I want it yet, but I want to see if I'm going down the right track, I guess is the proper statement, you know. I think I am, but you know, sometimes something can look like you're doing the right thing, and then you find out, man, you just really boogered something up. Oh, I'm getting on the front there where I haven't cleaned it yet. I was like, where is all that crap coming from? Okay, let's see where we're at. Now, I can't get the front part of this bolster until I take the tape off the blade, so that's going to be probably when I'm done with the rear bolster. Wow. Definitely case in point here. The more effort you put on, that's the first side where I put the more sanding. So I'm going to have to put more sanding on this side, more sanding. But I'm thinking right now what I'm going to do, you guys have kind of seen my process of what I do. The end process would just be waxing the whole thing, you know, the whole knife, putting some of flits and stuff on it before I sharpen it. So for now, I'm going to stop right here until I sharpen it so that you guys, you know, I'm not taking forever on this video. Right now, I'm going to use this to blow stuff on my computer. With that being said, thank you for watching. Live long, prosper, and collect your own way.